YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Bink. Thank you for tuning in once again. Everybody, welcome to All or Nothing. This is where we are going to talk about a lot of spirituality, quantum physics, everything that's dealing with being able to manifest the things you desire and want inside your life. Okay, so first I want to say thank you to everybody that really supports me because the numbers are really going up and your boy is now officially a YouTube partner. So if you want to be a part of my community, reach out. It's perfectly fine, man. However much you can spend, I'm perfectly fine with that. You know, I have extra videos for y'all. I do one-on-one calls. I do it all, man. It really don't matter to me as long as you guys are getting some information back that you're seeking out and I can provide that for you. I really appreciate that because I am here to do it, right? So now what I really want to talk about in this video, I want to get to something that is not talked about, not nearly enough in the manifestation community. And it's a very important thing that a lot of people skip over or don't really pay attention to, and that is solitude. Having solitude and actually working on your shadow work, that shit is very important, right? So last year, I say what was it, about June, when I started my own mentorship, I was working with the mentor one-on-one, and prior to it, we was chopping it up, and she really humbled me. She humbled the fuck out of me, you feel me? Every time we talking, I'm sitting there talking about yeah, I know this, I know that, but she really humbled me because she told me yeah, you might know all of these things, but you're not actually applying these things properly, you feel me? And the main thing, she was just you didn't do your shadow work. You might spend enough time by yourself, but you don't really use that time wisely enough, right? And so when I really thought about it as we was talking, I'm like, damn, she is right. You feel me? I can't even argue that down or whatever. So, the importance of solitude is it's one of the major things when it comes to process creation or just looking to materialize your desires, wants, needs, whatever it is, right? But at the same time, it's one of the most important things because you got to be able to know who you are when you're by yourself. In my experience, from what I see dealing with people and just my own experience in life and how things worked out for me when I was always constantly running around, moving and stuff, you feel me? Not really putting the time into myself that I should. I realized that when you running outside all day and you just have a need to be around other people constantly, you really don't like who you are when you're alone. Those thoughts that you have, those thoughts and emotions that you have inside your head, that internal dialogue is really fucking you up and kicking your ass every single day. And it's the only way to be able to get in control of those thoughts and emotions is by having the proper solitude and working on the proper shadow work. The shadow work is one of the most important things when it comes to manifesting the things you desire, because when you have certain type of emotions in one area, they carry over into another area of your life. Just you got trust issues within your relationship with your partner, chances are you might have trust issues with friends. Then you have trust issues with money. You have trust issues with everything. Even though you have emotions in a particular area, they can transfer over into another part of your life. Along with emotions, beliefs. All these things are connected. These things work as one. There's no separation between your emotions and your beliefs. They all have to work as one. It's all about harmony when it comes to materializing things inside this universe, right? So the importance of solitude is you need to do that shit. You need to be able to spend time alone. And I'm not just talking about when you're off work and that's it, after a long day of work, because you're going to spend about 4 or 5 hours to yourself, to the neck. That's not nearly enough because you just spend 8 to 10 hours, depending on how long your shift is, at your job dealing with a whole bunch of other people. What I mean by that solitude is them weekends. Them weekends that you normally would turn up, sit down for a little second. Get some things in order. Write down a few things, how you feel. Get that internal dialogue going, because the more you do that, the easier it is to materialize things you want, because you start to clear your mind. Once you start clearing your mind and you process all of those old thoughts and everything, now you welcome in the new experiences that you're actually looking for. So if your life is created based on thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and also the attention that you're putting into things within inside your head, right? If your reality is created off of that, but you spend majority of your time dealing with other people, listening to other people, doing things that like just going out, clubbing, partying, all that stuff. If you spend the majority of your time doing that, what do you think you're really going to get? You're not going to get that house you want. You're not going to get that amount of money you want. You're damn sure not going to get that car you want. You're not going to get any of those things because you do not know who you are when you are alone. When you are alone, that's where you figure out everything. Like, there's nothing wrong with someone being able to go out and party and club and all that stuff. I'm not against people doing that at all. I don't do that myself because that's just not the place for me. Like, you know, by this point in my age, like 33, I've been doing all that shit since I was like 18, 19, and I'm over that already in life. Like, you feel me? So, you know, not that I think I'm better than anybody else, not at all. That's just where I'm at in life. Like, that doesn't excite me. That doesn't really move me too well. You know, the things that move me is me actually learning something, like, you know, me materializing things that I really want, you know, focusing on the things that really serve a purpose in my life. So, you know, having that solitude and working on that shadow work will really get you everything you want because you understand who you are internally and it will start to reflect on the outside. So, like, when it comes to solitude, you gotta, you know, look at it from the point of the law of rhythm. For those who don't know, the law of rhythm is a time to act and is a time to relax. That's you understanding where you are, what's going on at that point in time. Is it one of those times that you're able to be on your good streak and you stay in the flow state, or you keep coming up short on everything that you're doing? If you still coming up short on everything you're doing, maybe that's your time to sit back and start to transmute that new information. Like, you feel me? You know, start accepting the new beliefs, start accepting new emotions to experience and stuff. So, you know, the old shit that you was already doing, maybe it's not working anymore. You feel me? You already got too much of it. The law of rhythm is one of those real things that we really got to pay attention to because, like, our body is on a rhythm. You know, that's why we have sleep cycles. That's why we have times where, you know, we just up and, you know, we want to be active and everything. You just out running around doing everything. And then you have those days where you just don't feel like doing shit, you know? That's rhythm. Like, you know, mastering that part of the universal laws, you really can take shit to the next level because you're not fazed by it. You don't become a victim to the rhythm. You actually use the rhythm for your benefit. So sitting down, like literally sit down, write some shit. Even if you sitting with the TV off, you know, even if you text people here and there, you answer phone calls throughout the day, that's okay. But like at the end of the day, you really want to take that time of solitude to yourself, do some soul searching, because that will get you to the promised land. It will make you become that superstar that is inside hiding in you. Like, you feel me? So this is a very important topic that does not get discussed enough. Like, solitude, shadow work. Those are the two most important things. Like, you could spend time by yourself, but what you do with that time by yourself, man, that shadow work is important because you got to understand if the thoughts that you have are your own or what the world placed you to believe as truth. Whatever the subconscious accepts as truth, that is what reality is to you. Everyone's perception is different. It all works the same way, but we just look at it from different ways. But it's all the same process. So, like, you know, take that time out for yourself, and I guarantee you everything will be A1, man. Because that's, at the end of the day, that's the biggest goal. We all want success. What does success look like to you, though? You know, what does success look like to your spouse? What does it look like to your parents and everything? You feel me? We all want that. Everyone wants. I don't care what nobody say at all. Money ain't everything. Money cannot buy you happiness. No, but what money can do is a tool that you can use, and you can get a lot of that shit to help eliminate some problems out of your life. In America, majority of people live in poverty. It's no secret, right? So living in poverty, the main thing most people are focused on are bills. A lot of people work just to pay bills. They don't work to, you know, enjoy having a job. No, they work to pay their bills. If you had more than enough money to eliminate, you know, having to worry about when your bills will be paid and everything, or if you able to afford those things that you want in your life, sky's the limit. At that point, you can do whatever the fuck you want in life. At that point, like, you can do whatever. Like, it does not even matter. Like, you feel me? Like, money issues surrounding bills and financial problems is like the main thing that cram people's minds. So if you take that aspect away from everything, now you can get into that God mind, and you can actually go ahead and materialize everything you want at will. Feel me? So it's like, but the only way to get through there, you got to know who you are when you by yourself. That solitude, that shadow work will take you there. Thank you guys for watching this video. Keep tuning in. All or Nothing, we are going up. It is your boy Bink.